$50,000 loan in 24 hours, even with bad credit, no documentation required, and no credit check to see if you qualify. You've seen those offers, right? And they sound good. But what these videos are actually talking about are merchant cash advances, also known as MCAs. And today, we're going to talk about what they actually mean for you and your business. Let's use the numbers of a $25,000 MCA that I am personally familiar with, so you know these numbers are accurate. First, you get the $25,000 MCA thinking it's just the boost you need. But that boost comes with a hefty price tag of $35,000 in repayments due to the $10,000 in interest and fees that you'll be paying. And this is actually on a pretty good rate for an MCA. Now, the $10,000 in interest and fees may not seem like a lot because you are getting an unsecured loan for your business, right? And it's not going to show up on your personal credit, so you like that. But there are a few things that make MCAs different and why it can be very detrimental for your business. First, let's talk about the repayment. They're daily, not monthly, like regular loans, where your monthly payment, let's say for $25,000, may be $700 a month for an unsecured loan of that size. With this exact MCA, they're draining $160 every single business day from your bank account for the next 10 months. It's like being in a financial chokehold. And most people who get MCAs, listen, they do not come back from this. It's practically like the first step to either ruining your credit or filing bankruptcy. And MCA companies are always going to try to get you to refinance and take out more of a loan. As soon as you've paid, let's say 3 or 4 months into it, they'll say, hey, you can get a better rate possibly, and you'll be able to take out even more. And if you're tempted to go for a bigger slice, let's look at this $150,000 MCA as an example. Now brace yourself. Their repayment on this $150,000 loan is $217,500. And they're being charged $1,360 every business day, a relentless drain from your finances, especially when sales aren't up to par. And it can get even worse. I've even seen someone who was qualified for a $30,000 loan, but the repayment was $50,000 and the term was only 3 months. They were actually trying to tell the person, hey, it's a great way that you can build your credit. You'll pay a lot in interest, but you can still build your credit. Listen, there's other ways that you can build credit and your business credit without paying $20,000 in fees. And now I know some of you may say, oh, bro, I can flip that $30,000 to $100,000 if I could just get my hands on $30,000. But bro, stop. Listen, you are who they're looking for. You are the target audience. Stop that. Cut that out. If you feel that way, just focus on flipping what you have right now and be patient. Your time will come. Now, let's talk a little bit more about the MCAs. See, it's not just the daily deductions that are the problems. It's the sheer amount of revenue your business needs to generate to cover the MCA and keep the lights on. It's a cycle that forces you into borrowing more and more, which is what the MCA companies will encourage you to do, trapping you into a debt spiral that's hard to escape. And if you fall behind, let's be real, we're all human, right? Things happen, right? Life happens. If you fall behind or you can't make payments, MCA lenders will not go easy. You will not have the usual consumer debt collection practices that you would have as with a personal loan because you are considered a business. Now you're left in the wild, wild west facing aggressive, I'm talking real aggressive collection tactics that can put even more pressure on you and your business. Oh, and go 1 month without making a payment. You will likely get a letter threatening to sue you if you don't make a payment within the next 30 days. Then you know what's next if you don't? They will sue. Because the last thing you need is to be missing your mortgage payments or your car payments due to paying this MCA every month. MCAs can be very scary because when I mean these creditors are aggressive, these are next level aggressive than what you're used to. I have people contact me all the time asking me questions about what can I do with this MCA. I am just totally at a loss. So the first way that you can get out of an MCA is to contact the creditor and ask them to reduce your payments. Say that you're in a hardship. You might have to actually miss a few payments to do this, right? You'd have to go probably into their collections department, but just call them up first and see if they'll do it right away. Hey, I can't make the payments no more. Okay. I need some help. See what they'll do. They'll probably ask for bank statements and they'll see if you qualify for any reduction. The second option is an unsecured personal consolidation loan. If you can take out an unsecured personal loan to pay off this debt, that way you're getting better repayment terms. That would be great for you. But you do have to keep in mind what you're doing with this, because remember, you originally needed $25,000. The repayment is now $35,000. Okay. So now if you need to repay $35,000, now you're asking for a $35,000 loan, right? And now that $35,000 loan is going to have more interest on it. So see how when you start getting in loans and you go down that world, the interest, you can get yourself in like a cycle of just debt and the interest can just pile up. Literally, this is what happens to a lot of people. And this is how people end up, $80, $100, $150,000 in debt. And then they come to me and they're asking, hey, how can I consolidate this? Can I get help? You want to take care of this issue before it ever gets there, or try to avoid it. That's why you're watching this. That way you don't have to go down that road. Number 3 is to settle the debt. Contact the creditor and see if they have an offer for you. And number 4 is you can file for bankruptcy. As far as which chapter of bankruptcy you would need to file, I recommend contacting an attorney and getting a consultation, which they should be able to give you some idea without you having to pay anything. Here is where we flip the script. Instead of looking for another MCA loan to dig yourself out of whatever you're in, recognize the strength that comes from when your back is against the wall. This is how some of the greatest companies in the world were formed, when their back's against their wall and they have to come to a solution. It's about optimizing what you have, from tightening up inventory to getting those invoices out faster and cutting unnecessary costs. And just take it one day at a time, okay? As your income starts to get better, you get more momentum, and then boom, you'll be back on your feet in no time. So before you jump at another easy loan that can get you even into deeper trouble, remember the power you have to turn things around within your own resources. The strength gained from pushing through tough times is invaluable and often is the catalyst for lasting success. And another way I did want to mention is you could get a secured loan, like get a loan that's tied like to your vehicle. That's really risky. Obviously, you wouldn't want to lose your assets. That's why I'm trying to protect you. Those are a lot easier to get. You can have a lower credit score because they're tied to something. But obviously if you default, there's your vehicle. Got your own comeback story or a tip on boosting cash flow? Put it in the comments. If this video has taught you something, hit the like button and follow for more insights. Let's keep the conversation going. Also, please note that MCAs are not a good solution for consolidating debt. So if you need real solutions for consolidating your debt, make sure you go to the link in my bio and reach out to me today. Building a business is about more than just quick fixes. It's about laying a foundation that could withstand any storm.